On last turn, we have studied till question number 3 of exercise 1.4. Today we will start with exercise 1.4, question number 4. Write 5 pairs of integers a, b such that a divided by b is equals to minus 3. Now, the first pair would be minus 3 divided by 1 will give you minus 3. When you divide minus 3 by 1, we get minus 3. If you divide any number by 1, we get minus 3. Now, the second pair will be 12 divided by minus 4 will give you again minus 3. 12 divided by 4 will give you 3, and due to minus sign of 4 you will get a minus sign here. Third such pair could be minus 9 divided by 3. We know that 3 3s is 9. That means when 9 will be divided by 3 you get 3, and due to minus sign of 9 you will get minus 3. Now the fourth pair will be 15 divided by minus 5 will give you again minus 3. As we know, 3 5s is 15, so when 15 is divided by 5 you will get 3, and due to minus sign you will get minus 3. Now the last pair could be minus 21 divided by 7. Now it will give you minus 3 again. As we know, 3 7s is 21, and due to minus sign of 21 you will get the minus 3 value. Now here the pair will be minus 3 and 1. Here the pair will be 12 and minus 4. Here the pair will be minus 9 and 3. Here the pair will be 15 and minus 5. Here the pair will be minus 21 and 7. Now the next question, that is question number 5. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees centigrade above 0. If it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees centigrade per hour until midnight, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees centigrade below 0? What would be the temperature at midnight? Let us first understand the question. In this question, it is being said the temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees centigrade, at that too above 0, above the 0. It decreases, it is decreasing at the rate of 2 degrees centigrade. That means it is getting lowered per hour. 2 degrees centigrade per hour means every hour the temperature is being decreased 2 degrees centigrade until midnight. That means till 12 in the night. At what time would the temperature will be 8 degrees centigrade below the 0? That means we have to find when the temperature will be minus 8 degrees centigrade. Now, temperature at 12 noon was plus 10 degrees centigrade. Now, the temperature decreases at the rate of 2 degrees centigrade, that is per hour. We can say that if we take 10 degree positive, since it is above the 0 degree temperature, then we have to decrease the temperature by 2 degrees centigrade every hour, so that the final temperature will be minus 8 degrees centigrade. Now what number should we place here so that when it get multiplied by 2, you get minus, and when we subtract it from 10, you get minus 8. Now if I put here 5 in the place of fill in the blank, then 5 into 2 will give you 10, and the temperature on subtracting by 10 you get 0. But if you want minus 8, then you have to go 8 degree below the 0. For that you need 4 hours more, so that when we multiply 4 by 8, and you will get minus 8 degree temperature. So total, what is the total time which we need? We need 5 plus 4 hours, so that when we multiply 2 by 9 hour, you will get 10 degrees centigrade minus 18 degrees centigrade, and you will get minus 8 degrees centigrade. So the answer to this question, that how much time will it take to get the temperature below 0 to the 8 degrees centigrade, is 9 hours. So after 9 hours the temperature will be minus 8 degrees centigrade. So the time when the temperature will be minus 8 degrees centigrade will be 9 p.m. 9 hours after 12 noon, that will be equals to 9 p.m. Now in the second part it is being asked what will be the temperature at midnight. Now time from 12 noon to 12 at midnight will be 12 hours. So the temperature at midnight will be 10 degree minus 2, which is the rate of decreasing the temperature, into 12. So it will be 10 degree minus 24. So it will be minus 14. So it will be minus 14 degrees centigrade. So at midnight, that is at 12 noon, that is at 12 at midnight, the temperature will be minus 14 degree centigrade. Now the sixth question is that in a class test, plus 3 marks is being given for every correct answer, and minus 2 marks are being given for every incorrect answer, and 0 marks is being given for not attempting the question. Now in the first part of the question it is being asked that Radhika got 20 marks and she got 12 correct answers. Now we have to find how many questions did she attempted incorrectly. That is, we have to find the number of incorrect answers. Now due to correct answers, the marks she would have obtained would be 12, that is the number of correct answers, into 3, which is the marks for each correct answer, that means 36. She would have got 36 marks, but she got 20 marks. So the decrease in marks will be 36 minus 20, which is equals to 16. So the number of question attempted incorrectly will be 16 divided by 2. Since for every incorrect answer she is deducting her 2 marks, so we can find out how many questions she has attempted incorrectly. So she has got 16 marks, she has lost the 16 marks, so it will be 8. Now she has attempted 8 questions incorrectly, that's why her marks are being reduced by 16. In the second part it is being given that Mohini has scored minus 5 marks and she got 7 correct questions. Now we have to find how many questions she has attempted incorrectly. Now see, total marks, or we can say the marks due to correct question will be 7 into 3, that is equals to 21. That means she would have got 21 marks if she would have not attempted the incorrect questions. Now she has got minus 5 marks. That means decrease in her marks. 21 marks are being lost already, and below that she has got 5 marks below 0. That means we have to subtract minus and minus 5. This is the decrease in her marks. That is equals to 26. From 21 marks, her marks are being decreased by 26. That's why she has got minus 5 marks. So the number of question she has attempted incorrectly will be 26 divided by 2, that is equals to 13. That means she has attempted 13 questions incorrectly. That's why she has got minus 5 marks. Now the last question of this exercise: an elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meters above the ground level, how long will it take to reach minus 350 meter? Minus 350 meters means you are going downwards. Now every 1 minute the elevator goes down by 6 meters. So we have to find in how much time will it reach to 350 meter below the ground. Minus sign shows that it is going downwards, and we have to find when it will be minus 350 below the ground. And further we know that it is 10 meter above the ground at present. Now see, it is 10 meter above the ground and it is descending. Descending means minus 6 meter per minute. Then in how many minutes we have to find that it will come to a height of minus 350 meter. Now if you see that we have to find the time that it will go 350 meters below 0, and it also has to cover these 10 meters which were above the ground. यानी ये 10 मीटर तो उसको ऊपर से नीचे की तरफ आने में कवर करना ही है, साथ में 0 से नीचे की तरफ उसको 350 मीटर और जाना है. तो कितना टाइम हम यहाँ पर रखें कि जो हमारा डिसेंडिंग है वो 350 हो जाए, और वो भी 10 मीटर पहले कवर करने के बाद. सो वी कैन ऑल्सो से कि माइनस 6 मीटर को हम किस नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करें सो दैट हमारा टोटल डिसेंडिंग हो जाए 350 मीटर माइनस का, एंड 10 मीटर्स ऑल्सो विच इज बीइंग एडेड ड्यू टू द एलिवेटर वॉज above the ground 10 meter. So it will be 6 meter into what number, so that we get minus 360 meter. Now if you see, if you multiply 6 by 10, then you will get 360. So if you multiply 6 by 60, then you will get 630 meters. So when 6 meter is being multiplied by 60, you will get minus 360 meter. So our answer is 60 minutes, or we can say it as 1 hour.